Now the problem only will come, what is the discretion, this ego will come up, mother. Because your ego, as I said, is developed by reactions, by protesting against things, and also by the pampering of the entrepreneurs. All right, whatever may be the reason, we are not going to psychoanalyze ourselves. But the fact is also we have an ego problem. Why? I've already told you that if a balloon is bloated many a times, it can easily be bloated. At the slightest air, it bloats. And that's why you are afraid that suddenly my ego might become so big that I may be like a balloon in the air somewhere moving. But how to get rid of this is to know that you are an enlightened soul. Respect yourself. Once you start respecting yourself, you will not fall into any traps of ego. Very simple. Respect yourself. You have to say, I am a Sahaja-yogi. How can I behave like this? After all, I am a Sahaja-yogi. A kind of a dignity that develops. And then you will start feeling shy of doing something that is stupid. Because ego makes you stupid, that's the point. Absolutely. So, now, if you develop this respect for yourself, I am a Sahaja-yogi, so I can't behave like this. I am a Sahaja-yogi. If you say like that to yourself, then you will be amazed that the dignity of a Sahaja-yogi will definitely keep you down to earth. You will not get into the trap of your ego. So one side is the conditioning, another side is this ego. Simple thing is ego. That dignity has to be developed. You'll be surprised, among animals there are maryadas. Like a tiger won't behave like a snake, and snake won't behave like a tiger. So we are now Sahaja-yogis. We are tigers among human beings. We are lions among human beings, the highest. We are the highest human beings. It's not necessary to have 10 medals on your body to show that you are something great. But you are Sahaja-yogis. You are Mahayogis. So develop that respect. And you will be surprised, the humility will immediately come into you, will walk into you, humility. I have seen some Sahaja-yogis sit like this, sometimes sit like this, sometimes if the left Vishuddhi is there, like this, right Vishuddhi is there, like this. But then you see yourself. Like a bridegroom has to dress up, and he remembers, I am the bridegroom. I cannot behave like other younger boys who will be there. I have to have my own personality. I am the bridegroom. I am going for my wedding. I cannot behave like all mother friends are there. You have to behave in a particular manner. So assume this. Still, we do not know that we are Sahaja-yogis. once we know we are Sahajogis, that dignity will develop within us, and with that dignity you'll be amazed, you will also see what is wrong in your own country, what is indignified. Now, with whatever has happened in France, you can find out what's wrong with French laws. But French are more interested in drinking and eating and other things. So they never paid attention, oh, let it be, what do you care for laws, let it be as it is, doesn't matter, who should bother about these things, it's nothing important. After all, if you can get something to drink. You go to any French village at seven time, you cannot meet anyone, even a drunkard. They are sitting inside and drinking. I mean, that's the main religion, main pastime. Next day with the hangover they come, so they see everything the other way down. Like this fellow, these journalists who went to India, they saw an iron gate and they thought this was the Iron Curtain of Hitler. Everything expanded, so big, crooked, because hangover, So the whole life in the West like a hangover. Either they see things too big or too small. They don't see things as they are. Now most of these things are written, which you will read, the psychology and all those things and the books. Mostly they are drunkards. If you see their lives, they have been drunkards. So whatever they have written, why should we take them so seriously? Except for very few who were realized souls, most of them were drunkards. Like those who wrote about Greek tragedies, must have been really drunkard people. They must be taking a lot of things inside and they must be writing something like that. Because most of the drunkards, when they write, they say that why should I live? I must die. And like that we too have in India many people who have written ghazals who always say that why should we live? We should die. So there's one poet who has said, now you're talking of die, why don't you die once for all? So you will realize that what you will write, what you will say, is higher than all these people. But Sahaja Yoga has worked so smoothly in you that you do not know what you are. Today on Guru Puja, you are worshipping your Guru. At the same time, I bow to your Guru within yourself. Let your Guru come up and show itself. Especially the kind of a Guru you have. I am not strict with you, I am very gentle. Because as I told you, fundamentally is a different thing, is that it is not for an individual, but it is for the collective. And if something has to spread collectively, then you have to understand that it has to be only love that is going to work. There is no other way we can spread Sahaja Yoga, because we cannot be like Hitler, giving wrong ideas of hatred. Either it could be hatred or love. You teach people, we hate this one, fundamentalism, this, that, you will get thousands ready to fight. You can elevate their baser self and say, all right, come along, let us fight. Racialism, this, that, anything, even nationalism. All right, there are people. But when I say love, is very different. Try to understand, and because of our collective work, we have to know that love is a source of energy that makes things grow. in a living manner. It is the energy which is a living energy. Try to understand now. This is, people don't understand. Love doesn't mean that you hug somebody or do something. But living energy that understands, that makes you. I hope you have seen my books and I hope you have read it. In that I have described to you very clearly what is the living energy within us that works. And anything that is working, for example, see this flower. Now, I cannot order this one to go straight. It's moving in its own way. Let it be. It looks nice because no flower should look like another flower. Living energy never creates the same thing exactly than another. Only plastics can be done. Now, when it is growing in its own way. So whatever is built in within you, which is a living energy, built in but living energy, and a living thing that works, it blossoms by itself. The water of pure love is to be given. In pure love, what you see in another person as a guru, what's the matter with myself where it is obstructing me to go further? In another person as a guru, what you see is how to handle this man with love so that he comes closer to reality. It's a very gentle process. It's a very loving process. And nothing like really enjoying your love. Just to know that I love so many people itself is so great. And you to feel that I love so much. But it should be samadrishti. Means with the same eyes you should see everyone. You see everybody with the same eyes. Isn't it? Only two eyes are there. But you see everyone with the same eyes. They are different. All right? You see them as different. But your eyes do not discriminate. Your eyes do not see somebody black, somebody white, somebody blue. They see what they are. When you start seeing with samadrishti, means the same eyes, same sight, not to change your ideas. Because what happens, that your own mind twists it and you start seeing somebody as different, somebody as different. Now with the eyes, I see the fact. But supposing my mind is off, I might see as a human being. So if you are a sane person, then you will see everyone as they are. This is samadrishti, is that you have the same eyes for everyone. Do not get twisted. So that you cannot have somebody is your special friend, somebody is number 2 friend, somebody is number 10 friend, and some as your enemy. Once you start looking at things like that, everything will get into proper shapes. Otherwise one can go crazy. Also it should be samyak. Samyak means integrated. There should be an integrated knowledge, like the eyes when they see where you are sitting, where you are, where is this person, where is that person, what is the relationship. So the knowledge about others is in relationship with each other. Now supposing there is a gentleman who has a child. And there's a problem between that gentleman and the child. To approach that person, you must know that he has a child. Not to just make him separated from others, singularize him. You take somebody, say he is from, say from England, or he is from Italy. Then try to understand him that he is from that particular background, and that background is around him. So he is like that. If you can have this kind of a full knowledge of others, there will be no problems, no quarreling, nothing. Otherwise there is a conflict all the time, and that's how one feels very tired. Eyes do not react. Eyes just see. Whatever is there, they just see. Eyes never react, but the mind reacts. And this reaction is the one which is responsible for spoiling your attitude towards people. So now, you should have a witness state. As Gyaneshwara said, Niranjana Pani. Niranjana Pani. To see somebody without any reaction. Just to see. And you'll know everything about that person as soon as you see that person. Niranjana Pani. Because as long as your brain is there, you do not see that person as he is. But as soon as you see that person, you just know what it is. And then immediately you will know his chakras, his kundalini, everything will penetrate. But your mind, which is loaded with nonsense, will not allow you to go to that level. So the Niranjana Pahane, the one where you just see something, that kind of an eye we have to develop. So, with that, a detachment starts. Automatically, you do not criticize anybody because your mind is like this against that person. You do not love somebody because your mind thinks this way. You cannot form groups, you cannot have some people who are dear to you, some are not. Sometimes if I do not smile at some people, then they grumble and say, this time mother didn't smile at me. I mean, I cannot keep all the time a smile, you see. You must also think of my muscles. All the time, how can I keep my smile on, you know? But there are people who feel very bad that, you see, this time mother didn't smile, so I have to go on smiling all the time at him. I try. So the attitude towards others has to be with Niranjana attitude, because it's a collective work. It's not strict. It is not in any way clamping anything, because it's a living work. Absolutely living. We cannot. But it is definitely the work which creates harmony, love, affection, feeling of oneness. Imagine to think about someone who is not kind to you, or is a horrible thing. Better think how nice you could be to that person. So the attitude should be that how nice I am going to be with that person, you know. See, somebody is angry with you. It's easy to fight. Come along, you are angry, I am angry. No, go and just tickle. Simple thing like that. And enjoy. Because you cannot enjoy hatred. You cannot enjoy rivalry. You cannot enjoy separatedness. Like this hand has to enjoy this hand. In the same way, you have to enjoy each other. If you cannot enjoy, then you have lost the point. Lost the point. So, in the collective progress, we have to know that we cannot progress if we have no sense of collectivity, that we are part and parcel of one person. If I pull my one ear, it's not that my ear will come out, but it will give pain to the whole body. That's why I say pull both is better. And when you start, seeing this way yourself, then you'll be amazed a kind of a sweet humor about yourself develops. And you really become a very interesting, magnetic personality. And a very enjoyable person, extremely enjoyable. Everybody will seek your company. This is what is the sign of your Guru principle being enlightened. Of course, they have said that you should get detachment, you should not have any attachment to this and that and that and that. This is all talking. But actually, only introspection and assumption, or we can say the knowledge of your own depth itself will give you that feeling. If you have that knowledge that I am a Sahajogi and my depth of divinity is so great, that itself will be more than sufficient for you to exist as the topmost Guru. Actually, I am no more a Guru, I was never a Guru. I am a mother, I am hopeless Guru. Because a Guru cannot be strict, it's useless. And I have to prepare myself to say things, If there's problem between two people, and then if there's some gap of time where I have to say to them, then I start how to become strict. I tell myself. Spontaneously if something comes, then I say, why are you doing like this for the most? Spontaneous. So, you have to develop this special style of Guruship in yourself, which is for the collective working. Again, remember, it is for the collective working. So today, you worship your Guru principle within yourself when you are worshipping. I would not say that you should try to follow me because I am hopeless in many things. Say, banking I don't understand, money I don't understand. There's so many things I don't know. Really. I'm hopeless. Law I don't understand. You should not be like me, agreed. But you should be able to say, as I say, that, I have these problems. But one thing for sure, you must have complete knowledge of surgery or desire to know everything about surgery. If that works out, then you will swim into this ocean of knowledge like a jet. and whatever you want to know, you will know. But there should be a desire to know. Never get satisfied that I know sufficiently enough about Sahaja Yoga. No, never. In all other things you can be satisfied, but only on one thing, that Sahaja Yoga still I have to know through my brains. And my heart should have that knowledge. It should be in my heart, not only in my brain. I should know through my brain, it should be in my heart. Like when you see a film, you see King Kong. Then you know it's King Kong, alright, it's the film, doesn't matter. Normally our knowledge is like that. But if you see Mr. King Kong standing here, oh my God, he's already here. In the same way, when our knowledge is in the brain, it is just like a film is away from, it's not in our heart. But when it is heart, it acts, it works. It doesn't work through brain. In the brain it just stays, but in the heart it works. In the heart resides the spirit. It's very simple that we are people who are more living with our brains, not with our heart. But know that we are in reality. See, King Kong is standing before us. We are not seeing a film, it's in reality. And in reality, the heart has to work, not the brain. Because reality is only through the heart, not through the brain. Once you understand this, then you'll open your heart, enlarge it. Now this is in my heart. So the whole thing will be so clear-cut in your head. You will know everything clearly. What is to be done, how to react, how to work it out. If you put all this knowledge of Sahaja Yoga into your heart, first of all you will have to enlarge your heart, otherwise you can't put this ocean. And then you say, this Sahaja Yoga. To me everything seems to be Sahaja Yoga. Buying this house, coming to this place, all this is Sahaja Yoga. I can see clearly. Anything that I see, I connect it to Sahaja Yoga immediately. This is Sahaja Yoga. Why this is so? This is because of Sahaja Yoga. This is Sahaja Yoga. So everywhere you start seeing Sahaja Yoga, when your heart knows what your brain knows. I've known people who know all the mantras very well, everything very well and all that, but in the heart. So put it in the heart. In Sahaja Yoga, the Guru is not through his brain, but through his heart. May God bless you.